Today we're going to move away from the financial markets and we're going to talk financial planning, spending your two greatest assets, your wealth and your time. So today we're going to deviate a little bit from talking about the markets and we're going to dive a little bit into some of the financial planning aspects that we commonly work with clients. A big thing that we commonly hear, and sometimes a fear that people have transitioning to retirement, is knowing what are they going to actually do with all their free time now, right? A lot of the time they've been business owners or professionals where a lot of their life and their identity is wrapped up in their day-to-day, right? They have a very structured life and now they're transitioning to one of free time. There's an acronym that one of our friends at J.P. Morgan uses that I want to introduce today called the P.U.S.H acronym. And then we'll dive into that here in a moment, but then also some of the spending trends that we see during retirement and how they fluctuate throughout retirement. So just as important as it is to ensure that your financial house is in order transitioning into retirement, it's important to know what you're transitioning to. So using that P.U.S.H acronym from J.P. Morgan, so it's important that as we transition to retirement that you're going to see value, right? That we're not just sitting around eating bonbons and drinking martinis all day. Sometimes that's fun. It's a nice little 4 p.m. socialized time is always good. But so creating a reason to get up in the morning, right? What is the value that we were getting during our working years that we might not be getting from retirement? Are we using our time to help others? Are we going to events and activities? Socializing with friends? A lot of the time our friend group and our community is the people that we work with, right? It might not be happy hours after work anymore. It might not be the lunches that you used to have with your friends in your community at work anymore, right? And then fostering a lifestyle of health, right? That's both mental and physical health, right? Going on walks, going to the gym. We commonly see this in folks, right? And the purpose part, it does shift sometimes to their family. It shifts to nonprofits that they're interested in. Are they volunteering their time in those organizations? Pickleball is huge right now. We see people joining clubs like that. Golf, a lot of folks getting out golfing, right? Do something that you enjoy. Hike, kayak, bike, whatever it might be. Just stay active. Join a walking club. There's lots of different opportunities out there. And if you don't have community or you feel like you don't have friends, maybe is a common thing. I know it's hard to make friends as you get older. Join a group. It's never too late to join a group and learn something new. Crafting, anything it might be. Get out there and try something. So now we're going to transition out of how you spend your time into some of the more general spending categories from a financial standpoint, right? So the chart that Matt's going to put up now is going to show the average spending for a family who has a net worth of investable assets of about $1 to $3 million. And again, this is just averages, so some of these categories are going to be different depending on you, your family, and your individual circumstances. But we really see that the peak spending years are in our mid to late 50s. And that happens all the way until about our mid 80s, right? And then we start to see overall spending gradually pick back up again. A lot of that due to healthcare, as you can see in the chart, but also charitable giving, and we're looking at housing cost is a big one. I think it's a common misperception that people assume that their cost of housing will decline in retirement, when a lot of the time it actually does increase in retirement. And I think maybe you want to remodel your home, you're spending more time there, you're looking at your kitchen, you're picked up cooking, right? Or maybe your body is aging and you need to put in rails, or you need to retrofit the bathroom so that you can live longer in your home and not transition out, right? All of these things are going to contribute to your housing costs and things we might not think about. So in the grand scheme of things, I think it's important to realize that life will change as you move into retirement, right? You're spending both financial assets and your asset of time. And so often we focus only on the financial asset, not our greatest asset, which is time. So make sure that as you transition, you have a plan for how you're going to spend your time. Make sure you're using that P.U.S.H acronym: purpose, use, socialize, and health. Make sure you're living a life of value and that you're utilizing that time in a way that is constructive, right? We're going to take care of the financial planning side here, right? And part of that financial planning side, hopefully, when you go through our Cornerstone Conversations process, uses things like that P.U.S.H acronym to pull out the things that you find valuable so that we can implement them in the financial plan to help you live the most empowered retirement that you can. Thank you for watching today and indulging me as we deviate from the markets. Have a great weekend.